Hi there, this is Peter Stiefelman, your superintendent. Now, you may or may not know that we are the third largest employer in Columbia. So behind MU and MU Health, the Columbia Public Schools with 3,000 employees is the third largest employer. And so we're a complex organization with lots of moving parts and lots of people doing great things for children and their families. Often I get asked, who does what, or I don't know who to talk to, or I'm just not sure who's responsible for what area. So this year I thought it might be helpful for me to send out to you the CPS Organizational Chart for this coming school year. So on your screen are all the different departments making up our organization. And at the top you see our citizens, because we are the public's schools. And there are 7 members of the Board of Education who hire me. I'm their only employee. And then under me is everybody else who helps make everything happen. And in particular, let me just start with the cabinet, because that is the core leadership team that is responsible for making sure that this district operates with just great efficiency and great care. Dr. Jill Brown is responsible for elementary education, and Dr. Jen Ruckstead is responsible for secondary education. Carla London is our Chief Equity Officer, and Heather MacArthur is our Chief Financial Officer. Nikki Smith is our Chief Human Resource Officer, and Randy Gooch is our Chief Operations Officer. They make up our core team. Now, I just want to go a little bit deeper for you so that you know names associated with different positions that you saw on that screen that showed the organizational chart in total. So we have a K-12 Executive Director, that's Susan Deakins, and we have an Elementary School Counseling Director, and that's Susan Perkins. The Director of Assessment, Intervention, and Data, which you'll hear us call AID, is Dr. Dave Wilson. And then our School Improvement Director is Shelley Adams. So often you'll hear from Shelley about federal programs and professional development. So that's the team that Jill is coordinating. And Dr. Ruckstead is coordinating a team also, the secondary principals, the assistant principals, the Director of School Counseling for secondary, and that's Betsy Jones. Athletics and Marketing is Bruce Whitesides, and Curriculum Instruction is Christy Shin. So that's the team she's coordinating. Carla London, as our Chief Equity Officer, is coordinating a large team as well. English Learners and Migrant Services is coordinated by Shelley Fair. All the homeschool communicators have regular meetings with Carla. Our Mac Scholars program under Annelle Witt's leadership reports to Carla. Special Services, which is special education, is led by Elise Monsees, and she reports to Carla. Our Student Services, which is Renita Norwood's division. So when a child may need additional support because they're homeless or a long-term suspension, Renita, as well as Erica Dixon, will work together to support you. Student Support Services, so general ed students requiring additional support for mental health services and things like that, is coordinated through Vince Thompson. And then our District Registrar is Jenny Brooks. So Heather MacArthur is our Chief Financial Officer, as you heard, and she supervises business services, led by Jim Charrington, and employee benefits, led by Jamie Clark. Nikki Smith, clearly as the Chief Human Resource Officer, directs our Human Resources Department. Also, she's the collective bargaining spokesperson for the school district, the administration. Randy Gooch, as our Chief Operations Officer, supervises career and technical education, and that's led by Dr. Brandon Russell. Custodial Services is led by Mike Jones. Facility and Construction Services is led by Charlie A. Strike. Nutrition Services is led by Lena Fulham. Student Transportation is led by Blake T. Cody. And Technology Services is led by Dr. Arla Monroe. So those are the areas that Randy supervises. And under the superintendent, I have 3 areas that report directly to me. Community Relations, led by Michelle Baumstark. Safety and Security, led by John White. And our COMO-Ed program is led by Nicole Adair. And if you're not familiar with our COMO-Ed program, it's where locally educated kids who grew up in our public schools have been provided a full scholarship, including room and board, including free books, so they graduate debt-free from either MU, Central Methodist, Columbia College, or Stevens, are coming to then teach in our school district. It's a really great program and something I care deeply about. So there you have it. The CPS Organizational Chart for the 2019-20 school year. Now you know who to contact when you've got questions about the organization. Thanks so much.